Hey, Halloween Horror Nights. I go every year, we're in the LA area. Yeah, I see other videos and they're not rating them or something like that. So I guess that's what I'll do to try to be different. I had gout. I was like, oh no, dude. I barely recovered the day before. Dude, I had to muscle through it. Like I took enough ibuprofen and everything. I was fine enough to walk around. And all right, so we went to Five Nights at Freddy's first, and you go like, well, the movie's not really that scary. Maybe the maze is even better, and it's like, nah, it wasn't scary. The other one wasn't scary. Surprise, but it's original as hell, dude. Like for originality, you gotta give it a 10 because it's really like people like in the black suits, like working the puppets and shit. I guess if you got kids, like my nephews are all about like Five Nights at Freddy's. I guess it's neat because they look like the real thing, but they don't really jump at you. They just go, well, I lean forward, then lean back. And I thought that was like the longest wait. Like, because Orlando opened like the week before. Whatever wait times are there, that's going to obviously be the busiest one. And I got the express pass there. Because, dude, if you're over 35 or something like that, get the express pass. Or if you just got the money for it or something, your knees will wear out. Walking around the whole place was fine. It's just standing in lines and leaning and shit. Like for all these, you have to watch the movie before you go, oh, that's like the max that goes over that dude's face. Oh, okay. But Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is gonna be huge. They did Black Phone too because all the guys were fucking holding chainsaws and it's all snowy and shit. Of the tram. The tram's a different story. To do the puppets and shit, like you're doing something new and different with this originality 10. But scares, no, man, it's like a 4. So I think if it averages out to like a 7 out of 10 or something. The Jason Maze fucks. Yeah, I love that one, dude. As soon as you walk in, you see like a crazy Ralph going like, "You're all doomed." Oh, I loved it. And you even saw Crazy Ralph again, like, "Dude, was that your twin or something like that?" A lot of the times they throw like a couple in there, and you're going through the progression of all the movies. Like you see Baghead Jason at the very beginning, and you see a lot of Jason actually kill people. A lot of this they just go, "Ugh." But Jason, you're like, oh man, he rips a fool's head off, or he's punching through somebody and grabbing their heart, or yeah, ripping off their head. It's like one of the goriest ones. Dude, straight punches through this dude, and you hear the bones and everything. Oh, he shot a girl with an arrow. I guess it's like a whole little like skit thing they do. Girl is, oh my god. So you're like, oh yeah, dude, this has one of the better like live action, like they're doing stunts during this fucking maze and everything. Oh, that's very cool. They got a bug in here, dude. Like, did they like take it apart or they just parked it and built the maze around it? Oh no, that's cool. And it makes sense for Jason to have a lot of dummies around because he loves fucking with bodies and placing them in weird spots and shit. But it's also cool when you see real people be victims too. It's very cool, like we got different eras of Jason too. You're like, oh shit, dude, that's Jason Lives one, and then I think that's like the cabin from the final chapter. And then we also get like a Jason in the mirror, like kill for me, or you're gonna be the next one, Tommy. Remember all when they were trying to do that thing? And then you get the graveyard, and the lightning fucking strikes him and everything. No, he comes back to life like Frankenstein. Yeah, I loved it. Oh man, we also got the barn from part 3. So it's like, dude, they're giving love to every single sequel. And then even Baghead pops up like later. I guess it's like, some people on break, you gotta shift them around. And this dude was in like, which Jason are you? Old man without a max from the lake, Jason? And just, I don't know, you just miss Jason so much and you just want another movie. It was the 10 for 10 for me, dude. That was the best one. Like a couple of years ago, the last time I remember Jason being there, they had a Jason Freddy versus Jason, and that was probably like 2015 or something like that. That was a while ago, so that was cool. You got to see Freddy and Jason in this, but I guess that's a mothball somewhere. Sometimes they like put maze like in like storage or something like that, and then just bring it out in like another couple of years. That's what they did with Poltergeist. Like Poltergeist was awesome, but they keep like 80% of the same shit for it. We'll take the stuff that you like, and then maybe we'll like twist like we'll fuck around with like 20% of it. I'm going so far without. I'm like trying to jump around. Poltergeist had like 8 guys with their face peeled off because of that one scene. It tried to up the gore, and you had the steak and the maggots crawling out of it. I like Poltergeist, so maybe that's why I go like Poltergeist is one of the best ones. So yeah, for the little bit of gore that the actual Poltergeist movie had, they're like, hey, dude, let's just double down on all that shit. That's a cool animatronic. It was only in the movie for like a second. Be like, hey, don't fuck with this room, mom. Stay out. Then one of the best quotes is just, hey, you only moved the headstones. Why? The clown was chasing you around. I don't know, dude. That was a 9 out of 10. I feel like I can't give everything a 10 out of 10, but that one was pretty close. Like I remember it being like cool the first time when I went. Like I go every year, so it was like 2018. And going this year, you go, oh yeah, dude, they definitely upped it from last time. Or Terrifier didn't have a wet or dry option, like, cause I watched the videos about Orlando and shit, and they're like, how wet do you get? And they sell ponchos out of it. I only got wet one part where like Terrifier, he was art, he was like cutting the girl down in half, and they don't have this at the Orlando one. He's actually using the saw and cutting like a dummy or something like that, and then squirts you in the face. So like a lady squirter squirts you in the face while you're walking by. She's getting hacks on. That was awesome. That's why this is probably a 10 for 10 as well. I gotta say, there's two tens in there. These both masterpieces. JC Universe and Terrifier are masterpieces. Or people said it sort of stunk in the one section. Like maybe it did, but that's not fair to the workers. Like, I mean, I worked in like shit smell, and you're like, dude, can you turn that down? Maybe like Jason, you could smell like the outdoorsy or something. And they have air conditioning too. The year before, dude, it was like 105 degrees during the day, opening day. And they don't like rain delay or nothing, dude. It goes, the show must go on, I guess. Like you buy tickets, you're going. There was only one Sienna in there, so she was running around. Like maybe all the Siennas were on break. That sort of happens on stuff like that. Or I go like maybe Jonathan was on break or something like that because I didn't see him. I think it's because the Latina maze took up all the fine looking sort of like Latina brunettes and everything. So they're like, all right, we only got one for the Terrifier maze. Dude, the Clown Cafe, that was cool. You're like, oh, these are all the people who died in the movie. That's like right when art, like Tommy Gun. And he seems to be working there. And a lot of the arts, I guess some arts had like makeup done, or some were just like a plastic mask or whatever. Like, yeah, dude, like that's a hard makeup trick to be like, all right, dude, we're all going to be like professionally looking Art the Clowns. Maybe in the very beginning, that's it. It's like very being meta. Like, oh, we're building a haunted maze, but Art the Clown is actually here and killing people for real. And some people are dressed up as him or something like that. I like going through these mazes because it makes you feel like, wow, you're walking through the movie. But it's also telling a neat little story too. So originality's got to be like a 10 as well. Jesus, girls be screaming. Girls really can't handle loud noises. Yeah, the chainsaws without a chain on it scare the shit out of females. It's screaming inside a maze. It's like echoes even louder. But they do it a whole bunch of Terrifier 3 stuff, and he did use a chainsaw in that movie, so it does make sense. I was looking forward to like, alright, where's that sexy shower kill scene? That would be cool to see like a snippet of it, but I don't know, dude. Maybe next year. We got to see his workbench, and then he had the bat that he used in part 2 with the blades in it. His sunglasses hat. Then we also got like a big monster puppet thing of Art the Clown. So I go like, well, what's that from? A different movie? And then just a hacksaw kill. So definitely just all of it. With the good and the bad, dude, just a masterpiece. And there's no way you could do a Terrifier maze without Art doing one of his most classic kills out of all 3 movies, and including the first one, the hanging upside down one. And they added the alley bedroom what scene. You're like, oh man. And he's got like barrels of bleach, dude. And not just like a can and some salt.
Oh man,
Like, no,
bleach
dude.
on
He's going
alley.
all out with that kill.
Crazy.
So that's why you're the GOAT, Art. Oh, Latino Monsters. That one was like the best original one. But they also had like it was like La Lorna, and you saw her kids drown in a pool. And you're like, oh shit, they're killing kids. And then you had a big monster eating them and shit. It's way better than that fucking movie they did in the Conjuring universe. And come on, dude, it's Southern California, a lot of Latinos and everything, dude. So some was in Spanish. You got a bunch of sexy, like, oh, I'm sexy La Lorna. And you're like, God damn, dude, hell yeah. Yeah, the big monsters eating kids, sexy Latina Lornas. I would actually say I would say this was 8 out of 10 then. For being like originality, it's probably up there with a 8 in originality. Oh, the Wyatt House, I'm a wrestling fan, but not everybody is. And I think you have to watch a lot of the Wyatt stuff to actually get it because you're like, who's the main character in this? And I thought you would see the more of the Fiend. It should just be the Fiend house, right? But the Fiend is dead. If he wasn't dead, this house would probably be way more awesome. Like, only one Alexa Bliss, and it was behind like a false wall. Like you see through it for a little bit, then it stops. They done that in a few different mazes. I was like, oh, dude, I want to see her for real. Like, and it just passed by. Like you're walking by, and it's on the opposite wall. Your wrestling pictures on the wall with the Firefly Funhouse. So if you're a wrestling fan, it's probably like a 9. But for everybody else, you'll get the references and all that. And a lot of the like, it seemed like they fumbled it a little bit. So I don't know. I would say that was like a 7 as well. Scarecrow was cool too, dude. Like corn cobs killing people. It reminds you of like the clown in the cornfield bullshit. Like if you like that movie, that's like what this maze is. Like there's always like music in the background and everything. It was pretty fun. I recommend it. So all the originals are pretty cool too. So I would give that an 8 out of 10. Classic. Trying to figure out which of these people are real. They pop out at you. And a stilt walking homie with the red eyes and everything, dude. Yeah, if you're going microdose or do a little bit of shrooms and everything, that would be the perfect maze to do it. Fallout was mid, very very mid. Like I don't. It's the same thing with Five Nights at Freddy's. Like I don't really like the video game. They don't even have a movie. I think they have like a TV show. I'm not even familiar with like what Fallout is really. Like RPG or something like that. Apocalypse. I don't know, dude. But oh, I would say this is the clear like worst maze. This dude has no nose. Is that supposed to be scary? I don't know, man. Skip this one overall, especially if you don't got the time. Oh, the Purge show was always awesome. I would say that's like a 9 out of 10. They've been doing that for like 5 years now or something like that, but it's always good. They light somebody on fire, they fall from heights, and they do a bunch of stunts. Like they do it in the water world stage, and I think they just go like, "What else we gonna do with this water? I don't know. Let's just fucking do a purge show or something." So, and it's fun because it's at night and with the fire and the explosion, it's very fun. They also do this Japanese show, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like the year before, they had Late Night with Chucky, and this bullshit it was all in Japanese. You're just watching a 4D movie, I guess, like a anime bullshit Japanese thing with the chainsaw. I go, fuck this, dude. Fuck this so hard. And it was already late. I was like, dude, I could have skipped on this. We could home earlier, beat some traffic. That was the last thing I did. So I was like, fuck that. You're a 2 for 10. Fuck that one. The tram is probably one of the best ones too. See, I'm just glazing this whole thing. It's like a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10 because you're actually walking through and they had the Black Phone 2 in this one and it's for the new movie and they throw in a little bit of the other ones because I think like 2 3 years ago it was like Freaky and Black Phone like shared a maze, but this one they just like, oh fuck, it's part of the Blumhouse theme one where you also get Freaky and they're throwing the purge and even walk through the exorcist believer thing. So you go, oh man, why? Throw that set away. That movie sucks so bad. I think The Maze is actually better than the actual movie, even though all the other Exorcist sequels are shit anyway. It's probably one of the better Exorcist sequels, but that's not saying much. That tram sort of got me scared in the purge part, and I don't know where they got these like scare actors from. They threw in so many bigs right here. I got scared. Like, dude, look at that dude. I was like, dude, you should be Leatherface if they have them this year. And then big black man over there, I'm 6 foot. He was like 6'6" or something. I was like, is this like a prison halfway house thing there where you got these guys, dude? Or it's like community service? Either way, dude, I was like clutching my pearls. Dude, all in all, like very cool year. Like the IPs were cool. I got the express pass and I barely was able to make everything and stayed until like one. So I suggest like if you're going, try to go on a weekend, like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think they're open till 2. I was like, dude, we got express pass. We don't gotta go early. I want to go early now, just so you could do everything and then you could get out by like 12 or something. But yeah, Terrifier was goaded and the Jason maze was goaded. So yeah, it's definitely worth both of those. And if you're going and you got regular pass and everything, make sure you at least hit those two. Those two are worth it.